Soften up the mess, drop it in the water, let the daughter find her image.
Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. It is your girl Uslindo Bande. If it's your first time coming across this face, coming across this girl, please don't forget to subscribe. And for those who have been on my channel, or for those who are already subscribed, please don't forget to like, comment, and share. You can share the video to anyone that you think this video might be helpful to, or even if it might not even be helpful to them, guys, just share. So today I'm going to try and keep things as brief as possible. I'm going to get to the point. I'm going to speak as fast as I can. So last week I did a video of how to sell on Makro, and I did an introduction video of how you guys can be able to create a store for yourself on Makro so that you can start selling on Makro. So this is going to be part 2 of that series. So it's just a series that I'm going to be uploading on my YouTube channel. So look out for it. Please subscribe so that you can keep yourself up to date and updated with all the information that you need. So this goes out to people who are maybe sitting at home, have absolutely nothing to do, or maybe you're looking to start like a smallanyana business, or you just want to sell, or you have a product that you would like to sell. This is definitely for you. And later on I am going to be doing a comparison between selling on Makro and also selling on Takealot. So I did try to sell on Takealot before, and honestly for me it was a bit complicated. It wasn't as easy as Makro was, but then again I am still going to try again, because I opened an account and I had the products already, but I didn't actually send them to the center because of the process. I really found the process a bit complicated. I know that there are people that you can actually call on Takealot to be able to, for them to be able to help you. But at the time in my life I was also quite busy with work and so on, so it's something I didn't want to explore more on. But once I'm back on my feet and I'm good again, I'm definitely going to be trying Takealot again. But for now I'm just going to be sticking to Makro because it's way easier, and it's just much easier, guys. I am going to be doing a video later on, maybe after a month or 2 after this series, and I'll give you the or compare Makro and also Takealot, the differences. So today what we are going to be doing on this part 2, I am going to be showing you guys how you can be able to upload your products on Makro. So you now already have your account approved, which usually takes around 10 minutes for them to approve your account. Now you need to add your new products. Now you need to find that selling product that you're going to sell on Makro. So this is the step that we're going to be doing today, and I'm just going to show you step-by-step process of how you can be able to do it. I mean, it's quite easy if you do have a product that's already on the Makro sites that's already selling, because that's much easier. But if you're going to be starting a product from scratch, that is usually the hard part, because you need to have all the information about the products. You need to make sure that you have everything to the T, because that information will be sent through for QC, and QC will either advise you that you have some information that's missing on your product, or maybe your product will pass. But it's something I'm going to be showing you guys, because I have already created a product before myself, and that was not on the Makro sites, and it did get approved, so it means that I am doing something right. So as per usual, you're gonna go to the Makro site, which is Makro Seller Portal. So this is for a person who's already created an account. So you already are logged onto your account and you now just want to add a new product. You go to your micro seller portal, and this is how mine is going to look like. So remember last week I had some orders that I had to process, which I have already processed, but right now we're going to concentrate more on adding new products. Okay, so I currently have 2 orders, and I currently have 7 active listings. So with those 7 active listings, honestly, there are products that are not selling that I'll probably have to remove. So this is how my orders currently look like. I have 3 orders that I've completed, 3 orders that I've sent out this week, and 1 order that is still pending handover, which means I still need to give it to the carrier, and 2 that I have not sent out as yet. So you're going to go to listings, and then you're going to click on add new listing. So this is you now adding a new product, and then this is the page that you're going to come to, and here it gives you an option to be able to add a link, which is a link of a product that you saw on Makro, which is going to be the same as the product that you're going to be selling. So if you're looking for something, or if you have a product that you're selling, you can go to the Makro online shopping store just to check if the product is actually available. So here we are just going to be using any product as an example, so that we can be able to add it on the search bar, so that you can add it as a product. So maybe we can go to home and furniture and view all. Let's look for a product that we can use. Maybe we can do lighting, and let's just click on this lamp. I think it will be quite a good example that we can use. Once you have that, the next step is for you to now copy the link for the product that looks like yours. Everything has to be the same. You just need to make sure that you're looking at a product that has the same color, the same everything. Once you have that, you are now going to add the link here. Once you've added the link, it will then show you the products. It will give you an option to start selling the item or to add a variant. So by adding a variant, it means that you have the same products, but it's probably lesser in size, or maybe lesser in length, or maybe you have the product but it's a different color. But we are just going to say start selling for now. So it's going to give you this page. Already the question marks are there for you, so it means that Makro is already giving you the information that's required. So it's going to give you the SKU ID. SKU ID is mainly for you guys. That is an ID that you are going to be using as reference, and an ID that Makro is going to be using as reference for that specific item. So as an example, it's up to you what you put. You can literally say 2025 product 1 or 2025 product 2. That's what you can do or use as reference. It depends on what you want to put. So this is just an example. I'm not going to be adding the product onto my store. And then we've got the next one, which is the status details, the listing status. So most of the time you're going to have to put it as active, but if you're not ready to sell the product as yet, you can just put it as inactive. But anyways, you can put it as active because you're still going to need to add your stock. So you're still going to have to add your inventory. And then we've got the base price. This is the price that, or the maximum price that other retail stores actually sell it for. And then you've got your selling price, which is how much you are going to be selling it for. The minimum order quantity, so that's the amount, or the minimum amount that customers can buy for. And then you've got the maximum amount that customers can buy for. And then the next one will be the fulfillment. So obviously it's going to be fulfilled by you, because for new For new sellers, usually Makro prefers for you to fulfill the orders and for you to not sell them for you to not send them to the center. And then you've got the pick pack SLA. I love that, honestly, because it gives you an option to be able to have your products ready. So if you know that maybe you're buying stock from China, or you're buying stock from somewhere or a place that's far, it is best to put days that are a bit bigger. Like, for instance, you're going to put in 15 days because maybe it usually takes you around 10 to 15 days, or 10, maybe let's say 10 days for you to get your stock. So in that way, you're keeping yourself safe by making sure that you're always shipping out your items at the required time. And then it's now going to give you the details of the product itself, the length, the size, and everything. That's straightforward. The manufacturing details are also straightforward. It's the country of origin, which is the country where the product is actually from. Manufacturing details, you're just going to put the manufacturer and the email address, sorry, not the email address, but the address of the manufacturer. And after that, it's your details as the seller, which is the packer, and that will be it. You now have the product. You can now click on submit, and then it will give you an option to now sell the product. Once you're done, you're now going to go to inventory, which means that your product is now active, but you now need to add stock. So it means that you need to state or tell Makro how many of these items you actually have available. Right, so you're now going to click on inventory, and inventory will give you a list of the products that you have. You're going to go to that product specifically and add the amount of stock available that you have. So that will be it for today, guys. I'm not going to be creating a new listing totally, because I think that will require a brand new video, because it's quite a lot. So we are going to be exploring more into that on the next video.